But let's get into something that's big right now in the coaching world in regards to coaches. We're right here in week 9 of college football, and it's starting to happen, and this is when it typically happens. Coaches are catching the axe right now. So you're going to start seeing terrible teams or very bad teams starting to cut bait with coaches to save face. You're going to start seeing head coaches making this change, or ADs or administrators starting to make some changes. And there's some coaches that's already been fired right now. And that's typically when it happens. When you less than 500 in the record books, you're going to start seeing some people get cut off, and let's let some people go. Right now, the biggest name out there is Ted Roof, the defensive coordinator from UCF Street. What you think about that? Because I had UCF doing some big things this year. This Ted Roof's first year in, he came in and took over because the defense did have some struggles last year. I thought he was going to come in and make some changes, but apparently they gave him the axe. And the thing is, Gus Malzahn has worked together.
This is first year, you said?
Yeah, this is the first year with UCF.
Damn, man, he didn't make it through the season?
That boy made it through 8 games.
Man, what?
Yeah. So, yeah, this is the first year. He was the DC at Oklahoma last year. He was I don't know what a DA is, but he was at Clemson before that, Vanderbilt he was the DC at Vanderbilt before that in 2020. But yeah, no, he didn't make it to the finish line when it comes to this, and he's probably the most notable. And he just got hired in January.
Check this out. Mm-hmm. I watched the BYU game, right?
Mm-hmm.
UCF couldn't get points on the board, but you know why UCF could not get points on the board? Why Time of possession, 40 minutes to 19 minutes, bro. In the first quarter, BYU had the ball 10 minutes to their 2.
Mm-hmm.
They could not get the ball away from BYU, bro.
Mm-mm.
And that's the defensive problem. Like BYU was able to methodically drive the ball downfield on them anytime they wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, think about this. Last time they won the game was September.
Right. BYU 29 first downs, UCF 18.
Yeah. And I hate to say this, they're not giving up astronomical points. I mean, Colorado kicked it off, kicking it behind 48-21. They played Florida 24-13, Cincinnati 19-13, Iowa State 38-35, BYU 37-24. So I can't say they're giving up astronomical numbers, but the head coach ain't gonna fire himself. So and that's what I'm saying about it. This is the time where you gotta make that statement fire, because you gotta show the admin, if the admin ain't firing you, that you're willing to make changes. And so Ted Roof on an early vacation, he's still gonna get his check. They got to buy him out his contract. I think they're getting like 2-year contracts now. So guess what that means? He chilling, bro. He chilling.
As a coach, though, is he really chilling? Like, I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, you get fired all the time. Everybody understands that game, right? If you ain't been fired as a coach, you ain't been coaching long enough. I just put it to you like that. But yeah, think about it. He get more time to spend at home with his wife, so he don't have to worry about the Karate Kid coming in. You know what I'm saying? Doing voodoo chops on his lady. So he get to spend more time with his, maybe his wife, grandkids, or whatever. So a lot of these guys, they take that as a break, man, to kind of recoup. And especially if he got a 2-year contract, if he doesn't get a job somewhere else, they still pay him all of next year. So why not? Think about that, dog. You got a contract for, I don't know what Ted Roof's contract was, but let's just say he made $600,000. He can sit at home next year and make $600,000 and never had to get out of his bed.
Yeah. So as a coach, you think it's okay?
No, it's not okay. Nobody wants to be fired, but it is that. I mean, it's par for the course when it comes to coaching. Like, coaches don't look at. I don't think a lot of coaches look at, oh, he got fired, I'm not gonna hire him. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? Because there's an argument in there. Listen, I held Cincinnati to 19 points, and y'all only scored 13, right? I held At Power 5 Florida, the 24 points. And like 21 is like probably pretty average when it comes to college football scoring. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not saying he did a great job, but I'm just simply just trying to say is that, I mean, it is what it is. So when coaches get fired, it is what it is. And speaking of him, you got the Rice coach got fired, right? Mike Bloomberg gets fired after 7 seasons. They let him go. Holla at you. We holla at you.
Right.
You got to go, man. So yeah, that's part of it. And then the head coach from Southern Miss, he got fired. Will Hall, he got a 1-6 start. So that you know that's what you're typically seeing here right now. Now the bigger names, because their contracts are out there, like maybe a G5 Billy Napier, or 1 in 8? I mean, more than 7 Mike Norvell. They have bigger contracts. So depending on where they are in their contracts, they may hold out, you know. But there's some rumblings about Florida State. They say them people willing to put up $80 million or whatever it is to get him out of there.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. There's some rumblings in the jungle, baby.
I mean, because, bro, this is epically bad. Like, the Florida State fans, 30, 40 years, I probably have never seen this.
No one has ever seen this. Nobody has they just showed that graphic during the game. No school has ever went from undefeated to 1-8. I don't think in 70 years, they said. Something like that. You on mute, cuz. I mean, that's epically bad, bro. That's bad business. So I don't know what to tell you. Again, a lot of it comes down to money, because remember, when you fire a coach, you not only fire him, you essentially you're firing the staff too. So you got to pay these guys out their contracts, you know? So it's a lot of money involved, and you got to hire the new coach and the new staff, and no new coach comes in and takes less money, right? They want more money. And their staff, and for him to justify me taking his job, hey, I got to be able to pay my staff more money. So you pay the staff more money, and guess what? That bill gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
I saw his tiers of buyout, and it's crazy. If they fire him now, man, he walking away like a fat cat, bro. It's unbelievable, bro.
Think about this. You talk about stress. What is it? Let's just say 70 million. Look at Jimbo. Jimbo ain't even coached this year. He chilling. He on a podcast somewhere. He's chilling, bro. I wouldn't, man, 70 million? Fire me. What your boy say? From Louisville, I mean from LSU, Ed Ogeron. Yeah. Hey, he said the guy called him in. Hey, coach, you know, I got good news and bad news. He said, coach, the good news is, man. Well, he said the good news is, man, you got, 17 million or whatever it is. The bad news, we're going to let you go. He said, oh, really? Oh, well, just tell me what time you want me to leave and what door you want me to go out of. And he ain't coached since. He be down in Miami all the time, chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you think these guys coach for the money?
Yes. I mean, I don't think anybody does it for the money. You do it for the love, but the money is a big part. It's like the artist, right? If Beyonce doing it for the money, she'll charge $1,000 a ticket. Now, I'm not saying she doesn't love what she does, but the money is great. That's why you're doing it as well, right? So singing is her passion, but pay me what I'm worth. Coaching could be your passion, but bro, if you tell me, give me 70 million to leave, peace to the gods, boy, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah, though, I think a part of me feel like even though they're sitting home with the money, they've had money, they got money. That's not a big deal. They're guys that like challenges. They like being around the kids. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff that you're passionate about. I think life is about being passionate about and having purpose, right? Like having a purpose, being passionate about something. don't think them sitting home rich is how they're wired.
No, I agree. I'm just saying I ain't saying sit home twiddle your thumb, right. But what I mean is that after you coach long enough, what I'm saying is there may be some other business ventures that you may want to do. Hell, you may even want to take it to the NFL level, depending on how your thing is structured, right? Where I kind of talked about this about Ryan Day a little bit. If Ryan Day, 45-year-old dude, he doesn't have to go through and we just saw the coach from Boston College dude. I forget his name. He left and went to the NFL. Think about this. That's how Bill O'Brien got the job. Bill O'Brien got the job at Boston College. Go to the NFL. You're coaching 53 dudes. There's no recruiting. There's no NIL. There's no transfer portal. All of that's being handled by the GM and the owners, the scouting department. You're not flying around the country going to see people. Your quality of life is totally different. So are you still in your passion? Sure. You know what I mean? I think it's the same thing for me. As much as I love coaching, I think I would be kind of lost if I wasn't doing this because I'm not talking about football. I love football, but I found a new way to kind of pivot, use the right word, pivot my energy towards something else and still be in the game, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Ed Orgeron he's always at the practice, always at the Miami practice because I think they just like being around the game. I think they just like figuring things out, like helping kids. So who else done got axed? Anybody else got fired? You talking about Rice coach?
Rice coach. He out of Mike Bloomberg. They gave him the axe after 7 years. He won in 6. Will Hall, Southern Miss coach. He won in 6. And there's a report of the Georgia Tech special teams coach. Doggone it, I forgot his name. Pull it up right quick. They didn't say he was fired. They just say he didn't make the trip and he's no longer on the team with the team. But they haven't said that he was fired. So I don't know if he did something.
They say Trent Dilfer at UAB on old hot seat too.
Yeah. The guy's name is Ricky Brumfield from Georgia Tech. He was associate head coach for special teams. Ricky Brumfield. He did not accompany the team on Saturday's 21-6 loss versus Virginia Tech and is no longer with the program. So I don't know if he didn't get fired, I believe, for what he did because they would have said that, like they would have mentioned that, hey, we appreciate all that he's done. We're going in a new direction, yada, yada, yada. Instead, when they asked Brent Key about it, he just simply said, he's not here. That's it. So I don't know if he got, something happened, like that. I don't think he was fired because of his performance as a coach. I think it's more or less something else may have happened because it's too hush-hush about it. You know what I'm saying?
And what kind of football coach listened to be fired after 2? You think North Carolina coach, you think they'll fire him?
Mac Brown?
Mac Brown.
I don't think so. Not after this year. I don't think so. But I think if he has another one like this, they'll catch the axe. I think he'll catch it. I definitely think he'll catch it. That's just how I look at it, man. But speaking of firing cats, what you think about this? I'm going to just bring this up, and I know you're going to trip. Somebody said this in the comments. You think they're going to fire Lance Guidry, the defensive coordinator at University of Miami? I just want to bring it up just to throw a monkey wrench.
No. Why would they do that?
I don't know. Everybody wanted him fired after that other game. So that's why I said that. I just wanted to bring it up, see your thoughts about it. Maybe, stir the pot a little bit, see what you got to say about it.
Yeah, the top 15 ranked defense, bro.
I'm just asking.
And I'm sure he's been thrown out there like with the way the offense scores. They've been thrown out there. Yeah. Can we
see my point? See what I'm saying? Can we trade Manny Diaz for Guidry? I'll pay for that.
Yeah, the top 15 ranked defense.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
They just read him up. They just gave him more money last year.
Wow, we seen that before. We seen coaches get fired on the tarmac. Don't even get on the plane, dog.
No,
we got
to This is why I don't think he'll be fired. Here's my philosophy.
Talk to me.
The offense was privy to bringing in the best college football player in college football.
Okay.
It was putrid last year. It brought in the best college football player in football, and it improved. That guy is so good. He helped Mario improve the entire team with the leadership, right?
Right.
Yeah, they forget about them days with Manny Diaz with North Carolina, whatever. So, which we've gotten to this 8-0 point, I think, a lot faster than Mario thought, because this isn't Mario's roster. This is what the roster looked like that he would have thought that he would have been winning with, right? He probably thought he was 2 years out. You know what I'm saying? But I think Cam Ward sped it up. So that means there's some holes. There's some holes when you're talking about depth and things like that of what Mario, you know what I'm saying, can eventually get this roster to look like. And I think Guidry's working through it. Hence him having to go to Marshall to get one of his cornerbacks because we were thin at cornerback. Right. So I think them getting to 8-0 together as a team, because this is some team shit. I don't know why we be acting like we didn't see the fumble recovery for a touchdown at Louisville in a close game. That game was tied in the fourth quarter.
He's not a special teams coach. They gave up. He did not give up the
kickoff return or the fake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. To your point. And I think people do forget that it's
that's my philosophy on that. It's gotten them to 8-0 in the college football where you've seen these teams fall week after week. You know what I'm saying? These undefeated teams fall week after week. And top 15 defense with a number 1 offense. Hey, man, I think they're trending up, man. I don't – bro, listen, man, y'all trying to change coordinators again? That's how we got here. That's exactly how we got here.
They not like us. Hey, all I'm saying is I hear you. I just brought it up. Like I said, I would want to stir the pot a little bit.